A messaging system is working with Swift and Linea to make an on-chain safe coin. What does this mean for the crypto market and Swift? Also, are there any other choices left for Swift? Let's talk about what's really going on. I'll tell you everything you need to know. Let's begin here. When I woke up, I saw this everywhere. Swift and Linea are building a stable coin and a way to send messages on the blockchain. Let's get this started. The information in the picture is correct. Several reliable sources state that Swift is working with Linea, a layer 2 network that can connect to Ethereum to create a stable coin and a high-tech messaging system that runs on the blockchain. This partnership is an important part of Swift's larger plan to connect traditional finance with blockchain in order to make global settlements faster and safer by using blockchain's features. Lists the specifics of this working together. Swift and Linea are working on a stable coin-like interbank settlement ticket that will be used around the world or by global banks. This could make stablecoins much more popular among institutions. The partnership also aims to create an on-chain messaging system that will allow safe, verifiable banking communications to be sent directly through blockchain technology, making them more open and audible. So Swift's system isn't really a payment system right now. It is a way to send messages. It's like, hey, these funds are about to arrive, or these funds are about to be debited, discount, blah, 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 all the time. Blockchain is being used to try to speed all of that up. Several big global banks are said to be taking part in the initial pilot testing. The goal is to make it easier for cross-border transactions and possible competing solutions like Ripple's blockchain payments. It's clear that Swift is a little worried here, right? Are they going to be changed? Do you remember that as the banking system? You do worry some. And this is their attempt to maybe slow some of this down. It's likely that they posted this today too. Today, 75% of funds sent through our network get to the bank and the recipient in just 10 minutes. But more work needs to be done on the last leg of the payment trip, the last mile, to fix problems that cause funds to take longer to get to their intended recipients. Our most recent research shows that these delays are mostly caused by complicated reporting rules, FX and risk controls that are specific to each country, a lack of real-time infrastructure that is available 24/7, and a process that is both manual and disjointed. Find out what needs to be done to fix these problems so that cross-border payments can happen faster, efficiency goes up, and progress is made across the global ecosystem. Okay, they just put that up. Then, of course, Digital Point of View says, sound familiar? In global payments, the last mile is the part where the money goes from the sender to the receiver, which can be very inefficient. He's kind of making a connection between what they're saying now and what Ripple has said before. That's an interesting link. Then Pompous says that he who shall not be named XRP is big news. Swift is starting a big new project to change the way people and small businesses pay for things. With the help of some of the biggest banks, our new plan will make sure that cross-border transfers for consumers. I don't think this person knew about the straight line link, though. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. We are going to guess here. DT said that in Swift's new piece that came out today, they talked about a new standard for cross-border payments. Everyone knows what XRP stands for. It's a crazy time. In other words, this is what he's saying. A new standard for cross-border retail payments is being worked on by a group of over 30 early adopter banks. These banks are working together to create rules that will change the way people and small companies send money around the world. Under the plan, institutions that take part will promise to be clear about upfront fees and charges for foreign exchange FX. They will also promise full value delivery, end-to-end visibility, and the ability to settle deals right away. Now, let me say that I'd be a little more worried if this happened 4 or 5 years ago, right? Because at that time, Ripple was only interested in payments. Now that we're here, we're not just making bills, right? We're thinking about turning the stock market into tokens and maybe using XRP to settle those tokens. We'll look at FX. We're talking about remedies and child custody. We're thinking about putting all of these things on the blockchain, including stocks, bonds, derivatives, real estate, and loans. This is our new EVM side chain. On top of it, all of these DeFi levels are being built. When this happened 5 years ago, I would have said, oh, snap. I guess this could be a threat to Ripple's answers here. Oh, but I'm really not worried. It was clear that Swift would do something. But don't forget that these are just test runs. They could go in any direction they choose. It's interesting that they chose Linea for this, though, because a lot of people have thought that XRP would run on the Swift network in the past. I still think that will happen whether Swift joins with Linea or not. Patrick Bet David talks about the same thing here. This happened a few months ago. All of a sudden, they decided to replace Swift. Let's say that does happen. What will happen if XRP takes the place of Swift and Fed? Here are some numbers for you. The ledger for XRP handles deals in 3 to 5 seconds for almost no cost. This makes it much faster and cheaper than Swift. That means Swift handles $5 trillion every day, or 1.25 quadrillion every year. Quadrillion a year, Swift, if XRP takes 5 to 10% of volume, let's say 10% of volume, 125 trillion autos a year, the demand for XRP will go up. By the way, it could be any of these other technologies we're talking about. Analysts think that if The market cap hits $10 trillion, XRP could reach $100 per token, and if it fully replaces all other tokens, it could reach $1,000. Now, I want to know who those experts are. I think they own Ripple, which is why they're writing this. Listen up, analysts. Just because I say something doesn't mean it's true. That is, however, one way to think about what might happen if this were to happen. It's very important. Now, they are having trouble because of a few things, okay? Also, you have an NDA that says you won't talk about it. Swift, I can't say XRP. This was made public by someone in the XRP community. I'm not sure if Bearable Bull posted this, but take a look at this glass. The truth is that this is very interesting. They are going to show you this picture and then Swift's entrance. Look at this. Oh, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? It looks pretty close. It looks pretty close. I'm sure there are time travelers in the XRP group. There are some people who have been to the future and know what's going to happen. Okay, Mr. Man also put this up. The BIS wrote something about DC Fintech Week. See who is taking part. As far as I know, Ripple works with all of the people shown. Ripple and Citi, Chainlink and RLUSD, Ono Finance and XRP are some of the cryptocurrencies that can be used. These are some of the most important candidates that are coming here. It has Davis Polk, Robinhood, Citi Circle, Gibson Dunn, Chainlink, Ripple, and Onondo in it. Brad and his team will have a busy week. The post talks about how people feel about the Bank of International on social media and highlights participants in DC Finch Week with a focus on Ripple's many ecosystem links and other companies that are being highlighted. The tweet says that Ripple talks to all of the players. Yes. Yes, yes. There's only talk about the links between Bitstamp, Ripple, and Robinhood here. The main way to buy and sell XRP is through Bitstamp, which is connected to both Robinhood.